gentlemen, welcome to a very special episode of the Dark Match, where we will be covering WWE's Beast in the East. As always, I am your Fox friend Backlash. With me tonight are...
It's Magpie, and it was 2 o'clock in the morning. I had to watch some of this shit.
And I'm Douchey Pig, I'm Canadian Bacon, I am the Dope Wizard.
Wow, you've got too many nicknames. And I'm Iron Bite! Iron Bite Dash. And this is, what is the Iron Sheik tweeting now? And this is a special triple pack. USA women, best on the earth, Bubba! Hashtag USA versus Japan. The Kerry Lloyd Iron Sheik class. Hashtag USA versus Japan. USA, break the Japan back. Make it humble. Hashtag USA versus Japan. I didn't expect that third one, but when I read that third one, I knew I had to do the other two before it. Beast in the East.
Oh yeah.
4 matches, 2 decent, a Divas match, and the murder of Kofi Kingston.
Folks, we have to talk for a second for a while. We lost a very, very special player in the WWE. Kofi Kingston, the guy you remember as just like doing the cool flips and smiling and having the Royal Rumble spot, tragically passed away when booking logic decided that he should go against Lesnar.
For no
Though
reason.
we don't understand why somebody would be booked like that against Lesnar, but Kofi had the courage like no one else had. He wasn't afraid to lose. And he went out there and, well, I can't even say it was lost so much. It was just utter murder. So this is going to be a special tribute to Kofi Kingston, and you might hear some members of Dark Match that you like or dislike, but the one thing that is clear is that the memories of Kofi is going to be the theme of this show, and we loved him as a good man.
You love this family?
He was such a force of positivity!
I couldn't hold it in. I couldn't hold it in. Oh my god.
So we're not reviewing this in order, are we?
No, let's just get right into it. Kofi Kingston versus Brock Lesnar, everybody. The murder.
Oh.
Live on the WWE Network. Good lord.
Not only does Kofi get murdered, the entire New Day. Ow.
Yeah, I mean...
Do you think like it was like Logan's run where he just is enthusiastic about dying? You know, like he's going to be sacrificed for a greater good?
What greater good? The New Day is a joke. And Brock Lesnar is like, oh, this is the first match Lesnar's had since WrestleMania. And it's like, we know what's going to happen here. We knew immediately what was going to happen here.
When you saw the final card, because it seemed like we had like 2 different
I thought it was a typo!
I didn't
Yeah.
know.
Because it felt like you saw the full card, and I don't think the match was on it, but one of the matches that was supposed to happen was Cesaro versus that one dude from Los Matadores. And then you have Kofi versus Brock Lesnar, and I'm thinking, wasn't Kofi supposed to be in the other match, and Cesaro supposed to be in the match with Lesnar?
Nope.
Or how about have Lesnar go up against a member of the Authority? Have him fight Kane. At least that's a believable match.
No,
I'm
instead
like Big Show. Even.
they fed Kofi to him for no reason. And
They didn't see him get thrown in the stratosphere, because I thought
I'm
that's
pretty
what
sure
the match
it's
was
just
building
because
towards.
I'm pretty sure it's just because Brock Lesnar wanted the night off. It's like, give me someone I can beat in 2 minutes.
And Vince is just like, oh, Kingston.
wait, what did I do?
Because this was a short
You have
match.
to grab the brass ring every once in a while.
This isn't the brass ring. This is a
Well,
star
in
from
that case,
the
a
brass
pink
ring.
behemoth.
This is a
But
star.
I'll owe you one, kid.
Okay. Yeah. Brock Lesnar murders the shit out of Kofi. He doesn't even sell. He's back to that crappy. What's selling? Is that what other guys do?
Hold up. there's no reason on earth that Brock Lesnar should ever sell for Kofi, especially like given the length of the match too.
You know
You could
what?
do like it's like I'm trying to think of a nerdy analogy. It's like a level 5 character from Final Fantasy trying to sword thrust a fucking level 50 character. It's not gonna work, even if you have your special power up like 5 times in a row.
Well, it's not like Lesnar would have sold for anyone else.
That's the thing. I'm back to what was it? 2 weeks ago or last week? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Lesnar sold for the Authority. Now he's back to his usual. I really don't give a shit.
And like, was there a reason for other than him being the titular character for Lesnar to be on the card? Because that New
Big
Day
draw.
squash really didn't do much.
He's okay. The backstory: Brock Lesnar wanted to go to Japan to meet his friend, sumo wrestler Satayo. I can't pronounce his last name, so he decided to do a WWE trip make the trip tax deductible. But in terms of just like WWE booking him on the card, it's a giant fucking Brock Lesnar in Tokyo, Japan. That's the equivalent of seeing like Gamera or Godzilla or Ultraman just fighting. It's
That's
a draw.
ironic.
Which is nice, but against the New Day.
Good point, but it's just like you want to watch those monsters fucking destroy lesser beings.
But the thing is,
Yeah, the thing is they tried to book Xavier Woods for this match, but Vince talked to Kofi instead.
it's like I get that they want to make Lesnar this super huge face, but again, why not book him against, I don't know, Kane or frickin' Big Show?
No,
No.
too much effort.
No,
I'm
just
just-
throw Kofi at him.
I'm just here to
Oh,
get overpaid for 2 minutes of work.
Yeah, exactly. So we're back to the old. Well, Lesnar's here, and he's just fulfilling his contract.
I just like to
He's-
remember Kofi Kingston being a guy who always smiled, and he very much went to different places. I mean, how can you call yourself like a person with 3 different nationalities? But Kofi was a person that got that, and it takes a special human being to do it.
On the upside, I am happy to see Lesnar basically destroy someone who's supposed to be a heel at the moment.
That is true. He did do that, and
He got off into seeing that. That was awesome.
and then he destroyed the rest of the New Day because they wouldn't go out for the match, but they'll go out after, you know.
Yeah, they'll let Kofi eat like 3 F5s before they'll come down and help.
Oh,
Hey,
good
power
lord!
of positivity.
Oh my god! Did you see how Lesnar was just literally deadlifting Kingston?
Yes, he went back
Oh, yeah.
once again after it was all over to do it again. Like, oh fuck you.
And it
And
was
I'm not
just like.
And I'm not even sure if this happened, but I think I distinctly remember Xavier Woods being picked up by the ankles and then beating Big E with him. I mean, maybe I'm remembering things differently, but I think that happened. I mean, I'm looking at Lesnar. That could totally happen. He could pick up Xavier Woods and beat him like if he was a stick.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it was just like, oh, here comes the New Day, and there goes the New Day. What's the point of actually making the New Day if you're not going to use them to the fullest potential? Instead, just make them glorified jobbers.
He doesn't care. Vince doesn't care. Just there are people who are around to make others look good. That's the best I can come up with. I feel like a broken freaking record at this point.
Yeah, they're
I think we all feel like a broken
squashes.
freaking record.
The thing I remember most about Kofi is the time he destroyed Randy Orton's car. He had a special gleam in his eye that night. He just knew it was going to lead to something bigger and better. And when it didn't go his way, though, Kofi didn't really sulk. Kofi just said, I'm going to go on.
Oh, you're going to continue doing that throughout this show, aren't you?
Now that you mentioned it.
All right, so we've covered the murder. Let's actually get to a real match where Chris Jericho took on Neville for reasons.
Yeah.
It's
And-
Lion Mame versus guy that gravity forgot.
And Michael Cole and Brian Saxton were decent on commentary.
I liked them. They did their jobs.
They
They didn't
weren't
have Vince. They didn't have Vince's hand shoved up Michael Cole's ass.
working
they
him
actually
like
sounded-
a puppet.
They actually sounded organic together.
And
I mean, it still wasn't like other wrestling announcers that I really, really like, but
yeah,
just leaving them on their own, they do a good job. When you get Michael Cole on his own, Michael Cole with somebody who's really, really good, like a JR, or you have a brilliant mind like Paul Heyman giving him lines, he's fucking great, if not phenomenal, when you have a Paul Heyman working with him.
No,
and-
commentary was on point tonight. I'll give him that much.
yeah. Just despite the fact that here's the thing, everybody was like, I've seen online that oh, Michael Cole, he was okay, but that doesn't excuse it. It's like, considering how he usually is and how uncharismatic Brian Saxton is, being okay is a massive improvement.
And let's
Yeah. I mean, you take JBL or Booker out of the equation, it's just so much better.
No, I'm pretty sure the big issue here was that they didn't have Vince screaming orders in their ear for most of the night.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And that actually made that made all the difference, especially considering the fact that here's Jericho. He was in Japan.
Yep.
He was working. He worked a lot of this stuff in the early '90s, and one thing that Michael Cole did get wrong was the fact that he didn't adopt the name Lionheart in Japan. It was in Mexico. But I'll forgive him because at least he was calling moves. They were calling moves.
He said Lion Tamer.
He called the
Lion
Lion Tamer
Tamer.
for probably the first time in his career.
At least they weren't like,
Correctly.
what a maneuver.
Correctly, I might add. Because it was the Lion Tamer. It wasn't the Walls of Jericho. No, it was the full-on Lion Tamer.
And the cool back and forth of this match was just like this new energy in Neville versus a guy like Chris Jericho who probably couldn't keep up with him as fast, but Jericho always, and you saw it throughout the match, he just used his veteran like, all right, if he's going to do this, then all I have to do is just do this to capitalize him. Like, it was just his veteran instinct that really foiled Neville in the end, as opposed to like Neville just overpowering him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. This was a great match. This was the old school versus the new school, and it was so well put together because Jericho is, in fact, a damn good a guy who will pull out all the stops when he feels like it, and he's at that point in his career. He's like, I really don't got to do much. I can hang with this guy. I can hang with him. I still got it. I don't need to prove that anymore. But hey, look at us. We're going at it, and to watch Neville work with Jericho was an honest to God pleasure.
It's just magic.
That guy is so... Neville is so damn smooth in the ring. It's just everything he does is precise. I think Michael Cole probably talked about him being like one of the best superstars with body awareness, and then when you look at him, absolutely. Like, there's nothing that guy doesn't do where he knows how to get every motion perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, and I mean, there were some really good spots. Neville was definitely flipping all over Jericho, and Jericho would be constantly just shutting him down, and then going, "Oh yeah, you can bounce around. Watch this. This is what I used to do."
Oh yeah,
And
he countered him with a code breaker at one point. It was fucking
that-
sweet.
Neville went for a flying forearm, and Jericho's like, "Yeah, no, here's the code breaker."
Practical new Jericho. Ha! Yeah, I can still do that, bitch.
And the crowd, oh my god, the Japanese crowd.
They were just
Ah!
Oh, we'll get it. I will actually get into the crowd later on. But they were getting into everything
He's not-
Jericho was doing.
He's not kidding, folks. He actually tried to get into the crowd, but then we explained to him that Japan's a far-off place.
And I was viewing it through my laptop. It's like I just couldn't. I was like going, wow, this crowd. This is going to be a good night, and that crowd just ate up everything. Jericho was using, his old heel mannerisms. Where he'd go for the pin by putting one foot on the guy's chest and flexing. The come on, baby pin.
How
baby!
Come on, baby.
how
It was just.
dishonorable.
It was just great, and they were like, "Yay! Ooh!" It was great to see a crowd.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. It was
It was
just great
racist. That's what it is.
Was it? Oh. Oh well,
You
I'm
should-
casually
If you thought
racist.
that was racist backlash, you should hear Vince McMahon's quotes about not showing up in Japan.
Oh yeah.
But again,
Japan? I don't want
this was old school versus the new school, with Neville being the new school, Jericho being definitely the old school, and just to see that was great. And yeah, Jericho wins with the Lion Tamer after, I thought Neville had it. And I thought he had it with that red arrow, but nope. Jericho gets the knees up and then, well, let me put on the old Lion Tamer just for just so everybody, gets a good cheer because hey. There we go.
If only he had the right body mass to wear the Lionheart jacket again.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he wasn't in terrible shape, but he isn't exactly that slinky young kid anymore.
No. That is definitely true.
And Jericho is just like he still looks pretty fresh today. Like he doesn't seem to have that sort of veteran-y sort of like
He's
wear and tear.
he's getting out there a little bit, but it's not that bad right now. I mean, he can still go. This was a phenomenal match, but
Yeah.
he is starting to show his age.
And that's fine, okay? That's fine because he is
nothing wrong
getting
with that.
up there, but he's not in like bad shape. He's in great shape right now. And somebody was like, "Oh, Jericho's looking a little chubby there." I was like, "Not really. I've seen him worse." And I have seen him worse, which is yeah.
It's like he wasn't that bad. He was just like I don't have to wrestle regularly. He was what he needs to be in shape. He isn't like I wrestle every week in shape, which is fine. He was still good enough for the match and had the brain that he does for wrestling.
Can I say one
I
thing?
wish he
Yeah.
Am
go
I
ahead.
the only one disappointed that he didn't come out dressed as Super Liger?
A little bit.
I was
Even
gonna,
though
That gimmick he did once before he decided, like, yeah, I wasn't cut out to wear a mask.
although I will say this, I do believe Justin Liger was in the crowd somewhere. Somebody mentioned that. So yeah.
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 So that was our opening match. It was fucking dope.
Yeah, it was. Let's move on to this Triple Threat Divas Championship match.
Meh.
I know, but we have to talk about it. Otherwise, the show's going to
it
be
was
very,
that
very short.
bad.
You don't wanna.
I know, so it was okay for what it was. I didn't pay much attention to it.
I'm
I'll be
bisexual,
honest.
so I don't mind talking about Divas matches.
But it's just why the Bellas? Well, why Nikki Bella? To be honest, I know she's fucking John Cena, but and I know I've praised her for improving, but it's the same match day in day out now. It's getting to that point where it's just. Yeah, I get it. They want to break AJ's streak so they can go, ha ha, you're no longer the longest reigning Divas champion, ha ha ha, because
Vince is fucking immature.
yeah, pretty much. The Divas division is such a fucking joke right now because hey, nobody's a face, nobody's a heel because we got to make sure we're promoting Total Divas. Hey, have you
That Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch match was really great. I think that was a match of the year, right, guys?
Yeah, that's a match I would have liked to see in Japan. Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch. Holy hell, I would love to see that. It would have torn down the house. No,
But no, we
instead,
got this. Also, they're just being blatantly obvious about what they're doing with Nikki about because they basically said she's going to break the record.
yeah, we get it. Nobody cares but you, Vince. Nobody cares for you.
And then she's gonna get to 300 days or whatever the fuck, and then she's just gonna drop it to fucking Alicia Fox, and then it's gonna hot potato, and it's gonna mean nothing.
Yeah.
It does mean nothing. The Divas division means nothing, and that's sad because all three of these ladies have talent. They can go. It's just that Vince wants to promote Total Divas and doesn't want them to go.
Speaking
And,
of which, I do kind of have to bring this up. But does anyone else get the feeling that they're trying to sabotage the Divas division in NXT?
They're trying very hard.
Because now they're sending Eva Marie down there to wrestle.
Oh, dear.
She's been threatening to wrestle in there for a while now, and it's somebody in there. Triple H is like going, "Okay, come on. Have you done the requisite training with Brian Kendrick?" Yes. Okay, we'll see.
I don't want to listen to him talk about the moon bases. You do it or you keep your fucking job.
Yeah. Nikki wins with the heifer hammer.
Is that what the move's called?
No, that's what I'm calling the move. Why are you using a big forearm, Nikki? You are not fucking Wade Barrett. Oh.
By the way, did anyone notice that Naomi got really tall and muscular? I mean, good for her. She's really taking her push seriously.
You ruined it. You said Tamina.
I know. God damn it. It's all Gigi's fault. His typing distracted me. Fucking asshole. I'm sorry. I can't take responsibility.
But yeah, no, seriously, I'm calling it, every time she delivers that big forearm, I'm calling it the heifer hammer.
Wait,
and
where
that might
does
be.
Tamina do that move? She has
What?
a big fucking forearm.
But if you're not going to even name that move and then make that a finish, well, I'll do it for you, and I will not be nice. I really won't be nice.
By the way, does anyone know what PTO stands for? I pissed off titties.
No, page turnover.
Okay.
It's page turn over, as in her turn is over. Wait, what? Okay, I don't know. Let's move on to our main event.
You can't see it right now, but I've just got the biggest smile on my face.
I felt like we skipped the match, but I don't care. I want to talk about this.
No. We already talked about the murder.
Yeah, that was
right.
a murder, not a match. Kevin Owens versus Finn Balor, NXT Championship match, done Japanese style.
Oh yeah, this was so fucking awesome. It was amazing.
Oh, right now my lap desk for my laptop is about 5 inches off the bed.
What a weak boner.
Do the math, guys. I need at least 7, damn it.
Good lord, this match. Oh, Owens, you're such a great heel. Balor, this has got to be a fucking homecoming for him. Because, my God, the reaction he had for this. Okay?
I was hoping he had the Eye of Balor again, but we had a cool thing going on.
He had an Oni on his back. He had a fucking Oni!
That was pretty cool.
And it's not... I get where he's going. He's honoring the country that, he basically made a name for himself. And Michael Cole, Brian Saxton, are you talking about his past?
Yeah, they actually acknowledged his.
They've been doing that on the on NXT for the past couple of weeks. They've been showing vignettes about him coming up.
They even said New Japan. They have the logo all over.
But again,
they mentioned Prince Devitt.
Yes, they mentioned Prince Devitt. They basically, Michael Cole and Brian Saxton told the story of how being here in Japan is like. This is how This is where he got his start. This is basically home for him, and it's like, holy crap, they're acknowledging something. Meanwhile, Kevin Owens' story is, I really hate this country,
And I'm a jerk.
and I'm an ass, and you're gonna eat this up. He had that crowd eating out of the palm of his hand.
Dude, when he took the bouquet of the big thing of flowers from the little girl in the Japanese kimono and just fucking hucked it, I'm like, Steen, never change. That guy is,
Oh, that was
dude.
he just fucking lopped it, man.
Oh, he got some good distance on
Also,
that thing, too.
they said that was a tradition for a title match, which, if you watch Dragon Gate, yeah, it is. But I noticed they didn't do that for the Divas match.
I wonder why.
Hornets don't get flowers.
Because
Nothing
Vince wasn't
breaks.
there, damn it.
But yeah, this was treated like this was a WrestleMania. This is how it is, and it started off like Balor just immediately doesn't take off the arm streamers, just immediately drop kicks Owens into the corner and goes for the coup de grace, and it's like, oh, this is gonna be fun.
It definitely. I loved how it switched up the psychology and like how he when he becomes a demon. Usually, sometimes he'll just get he'll do like a bunch of hits and moves, but then the next thing. Not that he's tired, but he just gets that look in his eye and plays the character. This one, it was just like, I'm the fucking demon, but I'm not gonna get in the weirdness to intimidate you. I'm here to beat the fuck out of you.
And Owens, good Lord, Owens. He had, like I said, he had that crowd eating out of the best spot from Owens, for me anyways, was he winds up, and you think he's going to kick Balor in the back. No, he just goes for a chin lock.
What? You don't like that? I hate this stupid country anyway.
I do what I want. It was like, holy crap, really? Oh, that was so awesome.
Kevin Owens has been like the perfect, like anytime when it comes to speaking to a crowd in the middle of a match, the dude is second to none. That guy knows how to time it just right. There's never a distraction between his words and what he has to do in the ring. It's always in sync.
I think there's only one person who could probably match him.
Oh yeah?
Bully Ray. Bully Ray.
I'd actually like to really see that match.
I
Yeah,
would
no
love to
shit.
see Owens versus Ray, and it might happen in September. It might. You never know. But this match, you're running on all cylinders. It's a championship match. It's being treated as if this was WrestleMania, not a network special. And
It
it's
really
like,
was. You had the moments where you're watching in your bed, and then you get closer and closer to the screen, and everything's just big. It really was a WrestleMania thing in the sense that I'm just like straight looking into the screen, cuddled up towards it. Like I have to just like see every detail in the maximum focus.
right? I don't know about you guys, but Owens was definitely looking ahead. By mocking John Cena, going, "Hey, you can't see me. Here's a 5-knuckle shuffle. Let me go for an attitude adjustment."
Oh yeah,
A
he's
lot.
doing Cena's moves and doing psychology, and it's just like,
Yeah, it's like, hey, you're in the ring with the demon. Well, you'll pay for that. Oh, look, you did.
Yeah, but he's the cool two things about that. Still a jerk. Still knows how to just like play that into his match to get over the other feud. And then the third thing. Shit, I forgot the third thing. It's gonna come back. I'm gonna get it. Oh yeah, they still kept him really, really strong in how all right, he looked tremendously strong against John Cena both times he faced him. That still carried over. It wasn't like that strength suddenly went away. Like you just see somebody in a title match and they have amazing matches, but then the next week on Raw, it's like, oh, he lost in 5 minutes. What happened to the fucking strength he had?
yeah, man, the momentum was still there with Owens.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, but
Tell.
that's what I'm saying. Like they still kept that intact, where it's like, all right, be powerful.
okay, I can do that.
And speaking of, there's so many false finishes, and I love it when there's false finishes
Oh.
when I think it's the end, but it's still like I just love that.
Owens
these are-
hits. Yeah, I think one of the better near falls was a package power bomb into the near fall and right at the last second.
Oh,
And then
they
Yeah.
time their spots really well. These are two wrestlers that have like move sets that just go into the hundreds. So they were like, okay, they know how to pull something completely different. We haven't seen in their last matches or the last matches against other opponents. And then when it happens, it just hits.
yeah, and
He did a Bloody Sunday.
yes, he did Bloody Sunday. He did Bloody Sunday.
And Michael
Oh.
Cole was even like, holy shit, what did I just see? Like, he was going to
Uh.
name it, but he's like, wait, am I allowed to call it Bloody Sunday? Like, he got excited. The
Yeah,
match
he
got
did.
Michael Cole excited.
Michael
I
Cole
know.
got excited.
It's got the word blood in it. Maybe Vince won't like it. Oh, fuck it. Bloody Sunday.
Meanwhile-
Balor with his Bloody Sunday. Could that be? No, Owens kicks out. And it was like, oh. And then there was a moment that I thought Balor might have hurt his knee, which would continue the trend of NXT superstars getting hurt. But it seems that he's fine. I haven't heard a word about that.
Psychology.
Yeah, psychology. Balor hit coup de grace, and I honestly thought that was it. That was it. No, Owens kicks out at 2 and at least 9/10, and the crowd goes insane.
I'm thinking he was going to win at that point. Just
I did
'cause it's
too.
Into the fucking membrane.
But like carrying off what I just said about like keeping him straight from the Cena match, it makes sense because it's like if that dude took like 2 AAs and that stupid backpack stunner that looks good every now and then, and still kicked out, he has to logically he has to kick out of a coup de grace even if he's like what 20. That was like 12 maybe 15 minutes in the match. He hit the first one.
Yeah, it was.
He's still technically fresh.
Yeah, it was pretty far into the match, but then he goes for the pop-up powerbomb, but Balor just leaps all over, leapfrogs over Owens, and then it's like, well, let me hit you with the biggest clothesline I possibly can, and then let me hit you with into the corner with a drop kick, and then the hesitation drop kick. Oh, it was a thing of beauty.
Sequencing, everybody. Sequencing.
You don't see this type of a drop kick. It's one of my favorite types of drop kicks. It's where you don't where you just hang in midair and then connect. Oh, it's just such a thing of beauty.
Picture.
And then
perfect, too.
then another coup de grace.
And it was really the coup de grace this time. 'cause
You
we
see,
got
I don't have anything to say. I just have a big smile on my face. I wish we used
know.
webcams during this.
I know. Oh my god.
And then people can see my abs and my happiness for this match.
Yeah. But then the post match celebration. The streamers are being thrown in the ring.
Oh, can we
Kevin
talk about
O-
the can we talk about
Oh,
the streamers for a second?
Oh yeah,
Did
the
it seem like
streamers
the-
at the beginning.
Did it seem like the WWE ring crew didn't expect that and we're like, oh shit, yeah, let's get this out
Wait,
of the
they
way.
do this?
We gotta do cleanup work? God damn it. This is a birthday party?
That was kind of funny. And then the streamers came out again. And Owens is like, I lost? I'm not supposed to lose? How did I lose?
This is bullshit.
The last thing I remember was 2 feet being planted in where my lungs were. Didn't I kick out? I kicked out. I didn't? And out comes
Muscle memory, you fucking failed me.
out comes, as we're celebrating. We see Hideo Itami, going, yeah, good. That could have been me, except for my damn shoulder. Damn you, body. Yeah. And out comes Tatsumi Fujinami.
For those who don't know, let's take a second to remind people what he has done. Now, Iron Bite, how do you pronounce his name?
Tatsumi Fujinami.
Tatsumi. His contribution to the wrestling world, besides being a WWE Hall of Famer he's the opening WWE Hall of Famer. Besides being that, this is the man that gave us such moves as the Dragon Sleeper and the Dragon Suplex. Now,
Really?
what's the difference? Yeah, what's the difference between a dragon suplex and a tiger suplex, which people really seem to mix up? The dragon suplex is essentially a full Nelson, and then you just like slam him back. Whereas tiger suplex, you just grab his arms, then you slam him back on his head. There you have it, folks. That was your educational moment.
Thank you, Magpie. Thank you.
Thanks, Magpie.
I actually did not know that. That is new information for me.
And technically, you can count the Bloody Sunday almost as that because it's like essentially just a underhook. It's like a dragon sleeper, but you do a front slam.
Yeah. And as we think that Owens and Balor are going to shake hands, but Owens still plays the heel role and says "fuck you," and then
he just flips him off,
and then just leaves the ring. Meanwhile, when he gets backstage, probably the entire Bullet Club is there, going, "Hey, great match, man!" And he's like, "Yeah, thanks. I think we rocked the house on that one." And it's like, he plays that heel just so well.
Oh man, does he ever?
Oh, he just plays that heel role so well, and Balor's like, "Well, let me bow to the ring before I go back and hang with my friends who are like, dude, congratulations on the biggest win of your career."
And this guy is going to be a really good champion in the sense where he has that. If watching the show, and then his backstory in New Japan, that guy is legitimately like a superhero. Even if you don't know him, like if you're an American fan, you don't know Finn Balor, he can connect with you really quickly because the guy has this he knows how to just be a superhero. You can get behind him. He can rise up. He has this bigger than life charisma about him. We're gonna get to see that guy essentially just have that reign. And if they turn a Hideo Itami a heel and they just make Hideo Itami they just say, all right, go out there, look silent, and kick as hard as you fucking can. We're gonna see a great feud.
We talked about Kevin Owens being able to connect with the crowd as a heel. Now you got Finn Balor who can do the same thing as a face, essentially, and it is great. It is how it's going to be. And
if you don't have Sami Zayn in NXT, who's your next biggest good guy of all time?
Finn Balor.
Yeah, because if Sami Zayn's in your roster, he's the greatest good guy ever. You can't outshine him even if you're Finn Balor. But Finn, take it away, buddy.
Yeah, this is actually I am going to enjoy the era of the Demon. And besides, who's to say that Samoa Joe won't turn heel? Or yeah, I know. Joe's only in NXT to get to learn the WWE style before he goes up to the main roster.
Just be glad that Joe's TNA days are finished.
Oh, thank God! Yeah, they're all they're doing with Joe right now is knocking that TNA indifference off and going, okay, you can leave now. All right, I'm going to the main roster. It was nice seeing y'all. See you there.
You definitely could work a 60 minutes match again. Go in there. Go.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? That's a good thing to. This was a good match to end this special.
It was so worth waking up at 2:30 in the morning just to see this.
Yeah, that surprised me that they did that. Early in the morning. But again, it's the network. You can do this.
Yeah.
Now.
What's up with the Japanese? Why the fuck can't they wake up at the same time as Americans? Says Vince.
Says the Lords of Time and Space. God, I know we have to play What's All HBK's Fault, but I feel like I'm missing something here. We only had 4 matches on this card, right?
Yeah. Well, 3 matches and 1 murder.
Right.
You know what happened? Right. They cut the Cesaro versus Diego match, so we got.
Oh the card. Yeah.
Well,
was there something with King Barrett or?
No, you're remembering it wrong.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
maybe I just dreamt it.
Yeah, Backlash. Let's just do the plugs.
Yeah, I should have had those open. Oops. Hang on a second. Okay. Anyways, be sure to chat with us at piledriverwrestling.net.
Hold up. I distinctly remember there being something with John Cena.
He visited sick children. There.
Oh, did he? Okay, all right. That's all. All right, can go ahead, Backlash.
There was somebody with a John Cena me in the audience.
Right, yeah. I
Yeah,
think I
it's
saw
John
it.
Cena
Yeah,
was there.
there was a couple kids with John Cena's match, but I also saw some Dolph Ziggler merchandise out there.
Well,
Ah,
I mean,
I
he's
don't
here
know.
to
Maybe
show
he's
the
big in
world.
Japan.
well, he's got to be because
They
apparently
called him
Vince.
blonde. They called him blonde hair warrior with rips, abs.
I mean, I guess because freaking Vince is convinced he's not over in the states. I don't know, and then Kane. I didn't see any real Kane merch. Well, I saw some
Kane's,
old school Kane merchandise, but
Kane's in Hawaii. Stupid.
oh, he was.
Yeah, it was on Raw. He was choke slamming a tropical island drink. It looked like a relaxing evening.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Anyway, Backlash, do the plugs.
Okay. Be sure to chat with us on PileDriverWrestling.net, where we are part of the OSW Podcast Network. Listen to the great content like OSW Review, the Attitude Era Podcast, the New Generation Podcast, and the New Blood Rising Podcast, and join the community to discuss all things wrestling and MMA. You can follow us on Twitter at DarkMatchPod, like us on Facebook at DarkMatch Podcast, and subscribe on YouTube at DarkMatch Podcast. And you can subscribe to the audio version of our podcast on iTunes, on Stitcher, and on Podbean. And make sure you leave a comment and subscribe.
Now, if we can all just have a moment of silence for the memory of Kofi Kingston, we need a 10 bell salute. So, are we all ready, guys?
Ding, 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 ding.
Hey, wait a second here.
Ding.
Wait a second here.
Oh fuck! I lost count. Damn it.
Wait a second here.
You're ruining the memory of Kofi.
I don't want to remember Kobe because he's still alive, but holy shit, guys. There was nothing that was HBK's fault.
Yeah!
Holy shit. This is one of the few dark matches where we can actually say that nothing was HBK's fault.
So what do we do? What's our gag in this?
What's going to be our end game?